Hey, welcome back to Healing Rehab with Yafa Shifra. Today we're going to do a little something different. How's everyone doing today? So let's do this podcast effect or episode where we're going to talk freely without all the theatricals, okay? So I've been sitting in this for a while, marinating over the death, the tragic death of our fallen princess, Shanquilla Robinson. It's something about this situation that really touched my heart. I felt like she was my daughter because it can happen to any one of us. And if I could put a title to this podcast today or this impromptu type of speech, I would label it Envious Friends Concerning the Shanquilla Robinson Case. I don't know about you, but I was taken aback. Sorrow filled my heart as I thought about this young lady's parents, siblings, her friends that were close to her, true friends, because the ones that were on the Cabo trip were supposed to be friends. So let's talk about genuine friendships, okay? And even her boyfriend. The pain they must be feeling. For those of us who are on the outside, who don't know Shanquilla or who didn't know her personally, this has touched our heart in a very sorrowful way as well. You know, jealousy is a really, really dangerous type of spirit to have. And in any religion, in the holy book, it teaches against evil-eyed people. Now, here's this beautiful young lady who paid for this wonderful trip, allegedly $10,000 these friends borrowed from her to get this beautiful place that even celebrities go to this place in Cabo to relax at this villa. From what has been said repeatedly, Shanquilla, Princess Shanquilla, I like to call her, was a beautiful soul. We can even go as far as calling her a chosen one. It was said about her rapport that she was empathic, soft-spoken, gentle, and just loving and kind. And as you can see from the reports of her paying for this trip, she was indeed generous. As I'm getting in my prime or my mature age, we don't say we're getting old, okay? We are getting matured. I've come to realize different situations that I've faced in my younger years where you could be the kindest and most gentle person filled with light and people would just hate you for no reason. And I've always wondered, why is this person being so mean to me or mean to someone else who has nothing but a gentle heart and soul? Now, as we get deeper into this, I strongly believe this entire tragedy was premeditated. It was planned. You see how envy works? It starts in the heart. And honey, if you don't reject that spirit, it festers. It grows and grows into a big giant. Here's this beautiful woman. She's doing great. She has a beautiful personality. She's loved by those who value her light and her energy and who flowed on her level of frequency. Okay? And then you have these so-called friends, I believe, that were only in the picture to take away from this woman while building up envy on a continuous basis as she thrived in her school, in her education, in her reputation, in her opening her hair business, in her beautiful relationship with her boyfriend. And here are these friends looking at this beautiful princess who's thriving, who has everything going on for her. And see, they could do the same thing, but they've opened their hearts to narcissism. Because if we want to be truthful, this whole deleting of this fallen princess was severely narcissistic. How could you use this girl's money, this young lady's money? You're not even in Cabo for a full week. You couldn't even wait to get there a day to delete her. When I heard this princess cried out as they were watching her and recording her being beaten, I couldn't even get into that audio. I was with my sister and we had to shut it down. We heard her gentle voice and spirit go in when they asked her, "Aren't you going to fight back?" The guy who was supposed to be her best friend. And she said, "No." My heart wept. I have tears in my eyes speaking to you right now. You could tell by her soul, her vibration, her energy. She was a beautiful, empathic person. They stood around and they watched this girl being beaten naked, humiliated. They wanted to disgrace her into her grave. Shanquilla, sweet princess, many of us have said in our hearts and publicly that we will fight to get justice for you. You see, this is what envy does. I want to encourage you under the sound of my voice. Be careful who you're surrounding yourself with. Set boundaries of who's coming into your personal space, who you're letting into your home, who you're allowing to know your next move, your business move, your good moves to improve yourself. You see, when I hear about people achieving goals, I get excited, even if it's something I want and I haven't accomplished it yet. I rejoice with them. We should rejoice. And we should use this as a motivation that, wow, if the Creator could help them to get on their feet to establish this business or to purchase this new car or home, surely He can do it for me as well. Things take time. Some people get it quick, and some people are what we call late bloomers. That's okay if you bloom late. It's better blooming late than never. Your time will come. There's a time and a season. And we don't want to walk into blessings and miracles at a point in our lives when we're not mature enough to handle it, because we can sabotage those good things, right? So when you see your friends and family thriving, don't allow that envy to step in. We all have a bit of jealousy that wants to creep in, like, oh man, I wish that was me. I wanted to do this as well. But don't entertain it. It's human to feel a bit left out. But it's not ever right for you to get jealous or envious. Envy is a different level of jealousy. That's extremely dangerous, but jealousy can turn into envy because you keep feeding that little monster until it turns into a giant monster. Okay, so we're living among people who would literally take your life for what you've worked so hard for. They haven't seen you struggling and pushing and crying and all the wilderness seasons you've had to go through to come into your blessing season. And they feel they have the right to rob you and to beat you and to delete you, to take away what you fought hard to get. It's not your place. It's not our place to begrudge anyone because they have something that you don't. Wait on your terms, sweetheart. It will come in the right timing. Celebrate someone else's success and work on yours. Start writing that business plan. And if it's taking longer, that's okay. Keep pushing. Or that person who's blessed, instead of being envious, make them your mentor. Ask them to teach you how to succeed. Ask them to show you what they did, the steps they had to take to accomplish what they have accomplished. Turn that negativity, that jealousy, that envy into motivation, inspiration. And go to these people and ask them, I admire you. Tell them, I admire you. What can I do to better myself? You're an inspiration to me. Let's look at this case very, very strongly. And I pray this princess and her family get the justice they so deserve. And let's learn from this to rebuke, to remove, to reject the negative energy and vibration of jealousy and envy. We have to elevate to higher frequencies. We can't afford to be on these low dimensional levels, letting this type of darkness into our personal space and spirit. And as you clear all of that negativity from your soul and spirit, you will begin to attract great things towards you. Thank you for listening today. And I love you from the bottom of my heart. I hope you continue to tune in to Healing Rehab. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, and to share. Take care of yourself. Peace.